Alright, I'm back. We're going to swing weight a little bit. I didn't know how hard it was going to be to get a camera set up to halfway see this setup, but I use a digital swing weight scale. Some people fuss about them, but if you just keep in the same place, don't beat it around all the time, calibrate it every now and then, I think they work great. It speeds up the process quite a bit. So I'm not gonna lie, I checked some of these already just so I could go through this part faster with you. So I've got it set up here. I'm ready. So on the driver, we're getting a mid-size grip. So we're gonna do it by itself. We're gonna put the grip up there. If I can get it to lay. Then we'll put our shaft on here. Now first, we'll just take the head and go ahead and stick it on here. And we're looking for a D2. We're gonna see how close we are. So we're at a D06. So we need to get a little bit of weight added. So we'll pull that head off. And we'll put a little 2 gram tip weight in here. Since we are fairly close. Slide that head back on there. And that takes us to a 1.9. Once we get to actually dancing to a 2.0. So once we get epoxy in it, we'll for sure be sitting right at that 2.0. So I'm going to sit this back up here on the rack with the tip weight in it. I'm going to scratch my back. Let's pull this one down. So this is our 4 hybrid. So I'm going to lay that shaft on there. Take that grip off because everything else is getting a standard size. The weight's definitely different between the two. And we'll definitely throw off swing weight. So we've got our grip and shaft on there. Let's just slide the head on. Alright, and it's got us sitting at a D1.2. So let's pop the head off. Put us a 2 gram in and see about where it puts us. Okay, that puts us at a 2.3. So let me pause this real quick and I'm just going to take a little bit of weight off this. Okay, I literally just went over to the sander, took a little bit of the shank off that tip weight, made it a little shorter. Of course, that's going to take some weight off for us. So slide that one back in there, let it sit, make sure it's not really bouncing around. And that takes us to a 2.1. So I'm going to take just a touch more off this. Literally, real simply, pair of pliers, sander. Be right back. And got it again. It just takes a second. So took a little more off. Let's slide it back in there. Well, still didn't take enough. This is just me being a little OCD. Sitting at a 2.0 now, but I want it to be like a 1.8, 1.9 to start, and then with epoxy we'll add a touch of weight. So one more time on the sander. All right, a little bit more. Let's put that back in. Let's see where we get. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Now, is it really necessary to play with this down to tenths? Not necessarily. You're just looking to be really close. But my OCD does not allow that. So I sit and tinker until I get it exactly where I want it. So I'm going to show you one more that we had to do a little bit different. So I'm not going to put this one on the swing weight scale and stuff. But this is for our mini driver. This one ended up way too heavy. it started off at about a D3.5. So to bring that swing weight down, we've got to actually add a little butt weight. So sometimes if it's just a little bit, I'll use a little bit of lead tape under the grip, but we ended up needing about almost 6.5 grams to bring it down, which would have been, even with my heavy tape, would have been a little over 6 inches. We don't really want to put that much tape up on here, so I've got these little pieces I can use in the butt, use a little lead powder in them, and then a little cork to just lock all that in place. And then it goes inside the butt of the shaft. Me personally, I'll put just a little bit of epoxy in here to hold that in. So if he ever changes the grip, I'm gonna make sure that we don't pull this out with the old grip and then forget that it was there and not put it back in. Then our swing weight's gonna be 1.5 swing weights heavy. So really gonna be able to feel that difference. So that's how I've done this one. That's how I usually do them. So it's good to go. Set it back up here. Again, I'll throw it out there. I'm not a master club builder. I've not been to school and spent thousands of dollars to learn this stuff. I'm just smart enough to do it, I guess, and learn it. I should rephrase that. We all have to learn when we get into something new, but this is the way I've come up with doing things that works for me. Find a way that works for you. Nobody's really wrong if you get good results every time. So that's it. I'm gonna pause it for a second, move the camera again, and we'll prep the shaft tips and stuff, and then that'll do it for this video. So be right back. All right, I think you can kind of see what I'm doing. Look down here. So I've just got this shaft in my little quick clamp. This is just a little piece of 120 grit paper. I don't do anything real hard with it. I just work around the end of that shaft, feel it with my fingernail. All I'm looking for is a little bit of rough texture to know that the epoxy has something good to bite into and hold on to with. So I'll get that. Grab my little acetone can here. I like to use acetone because it doesn't leave a film the way alcohol will. So we're just going to go ahead and clean that, and then we're going to make sure we don't touch it again because we don't want any oil or anything off our hands on this. So let's get another one.
Today's coverage is brought to you by Principal. Let's build brighter futures together.
Got my ferrule stuck on here. Let's take it off. In case you were wondering, when I'm swing weighting, I do use the ferrule as well because it does make a little bit of a difference. Not much, but a couple tenths, and that's just where my OCD comes into play. There we go. Got us a little texture. Take a little piece of paper towel. Clean that real good. And make sure we don't touch it again. So just gonna pop the ferrule on there so I don't lose it. Same thing here. And the ferrule stuck on there. If you don't prep the tips on these, they will not stick. It may hold for a little while, but if there's no texture on the end of these shafts for the epoxy to bite into, they will lose their bond. Eventually the head is gonna get loose, potentially come flying off, but at the very least it's gonna get loose on you. You're gonna have to redo it. So do it right the first time and you're good. Got a tip weight in this one, so we're just going to lay it down. And you can see I'm just doing the same thing over and over on all of them. Just giving myself a little texture. Feel it? Yep. weight back in here so I don't lose it.
The U.S. Senior Open returns to one of the game's most storied rounds, and it begins.
And last but not least, the driver shaft. Tip weight, lay it down there.
Possible by the U.S., the official cloud provider of the PGA Tour.
By second swing. Zach Johnson. See those gray skies? That was right before they blew the horn. Rolls into 31. And that would get him to 9 under par. After a 90-minute weather delay, Zach Johnson par 11, and then this approach into the par 4.
There we go. And my paper towels, I literally take paper towels and just cut them up and get them down into the size I want. Or about 1 inch by 2 inches, roughly. I don't know. Drop my weight back in there so I don't lose it. And that's it. We've got everything prepped, ready to go. So once I get everything organized and laid out here, we'll come back. We'll mix up some epoxy. We'll start putting this stuff together. So yeah, I'm going to end this video on that. Once I get everything ready, we'll come back and we'll start putting stuff together. Questions, comments, you know what to do with them. Like and follow to let me know that that you like doing these or seeing these videos. If you do, I'll keep doing them as often as I can. So thanks for watching. See ya.